Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Dan Shor. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. A police officer accused of physical assault resigns from the force. Also tonight, the grandchild of the Sugar King returns to view his familial legacy. And the robots are coming to Garapan Elementary. And in arts, advice for local writers from an international best-selling author. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Your search for unbeatable internet speeds is over. Visit Docomo Pacific today and sign up for as low as $60 a month so you can experience our fast, reliable internet speeds for yourself. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Say howdy to the new Buffalo Ranch sauce with its tangy creaminess and its creamy tanginess. It's your chicken's perfect partner, only at McDonald's.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is soaring high at the Hilton Guam. Guam Adventures invites you to take flight on our zipline adventure, a breathtaking ride where the ocean sparkles below and the island breeze rushes past your face. Glide over tropical gardens, feel the thrill of the drop, and capture that perfect view. This is one experience you'll never forget. Show your CNMI driver's license, and we'll even throw in snorkeling at one of the best spots on Guam, because adventure shouldn't just lift your spirits, it should lift you right off the ground. Book now and take your trip or layover to new heights. We can even pick you up. Book now at GuamAdventures.com.
I love Mariana's Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. You are watching the Channel 2 News on January the 21st from our studios high up on Capitol Hill. One of the two police officers accused of assaulting a 28-year-old man last month submits his resignation from the force. Yesterday morning, Officer Earl Borja submitted his resignation from the Department of Public Safety. Mr. Borja has been identified as one of the two police officers accused of abducting and assaulting a mentally challenged victim in December of last year. At the end of December, the Commissioner Anthony Macaranos made this statement.
DPS is investigating the alleged incident involving two police officers. On December 22nd, 2025, the victim's father reported the alleged assault involving his son, the victim, and two police officers. The alleged incident reported took place on December 19, 2025. To ensure a thorough and impartial investigation, DPS has requested the support from the CNMI Attorney General's Investigation Division. This partnership will provide additional resources and help uphold the integrity of the process and ensure that all relevant information are carefully examined.
This morning, DPS Public Information Officer Fred Sato had this to report.
Officer Earl Borja effectively submitted his resignation yesterday morning. So with that, the Commissioner decided to go ahead and relay the update to the media, our media partners, along with the general public. We can confirm that the second officer involved is namely Officer Elijah Villar. Both officers are been with the department for close to 5 years of service.
Officer Elijah Villar has not resigned and is still on active administrative duty. Mr. Sato says that the DPS Investigations Unit is still in the discovery process, and Chief Prosecutor Chester Hines confirms that the incident remains under criminal investigation by the Attorney General Office's Independent Investigations Unit. We do not know yet if Mr. Borja or Officer Villar will be charged with a crime. Nearly a century ago, one man helped transform Saipan into an industrial center of the Pacific. Haruji Matsui was known as the Sugar King. This past week, the Sugar King's grandson returned to Saipan, reconnecting with a family legacy that still shapes the island today. Our Sakura Halstead reports.
Before World War II, Saipan was one of the most productive sugar-producing islands in the Pacific. At the center of that industry was Haruji Matsue, a powerful businessman whose sugar enterprise dominated the island during the Japanese administration, at one time employing tens of thousands. Matsue was born in Fukushima 150 years ago and studied agriculture at Louisiana State University. His grandson, Keiichiro Saeki.
My grandfather had a business of sugar business here almost 100 years ago. So many Japanese people are living here, maybe 50 or 40,000 people, Japanese here. And Chamorros people are maybe 3,000 there at that time. Now, so it was a great prosperity era in Saipan.
Under his leadership, vast sugar plantations spread across Saipan. Railways were built to move cane from the fields. Mills, housing, and support facilities followed, creating an island-wide system designed around sugar production. At its peak, sugar was Saipan's economic engine and tied the island directly into Japan's regional trade network, part of its effort at colonial expansion across the Pacific. Local historians say the sugar industry shaped daily life in the 1930s, influencing where people lived, worked, and traveled. It was also part of a rigid colonial system, one that ended abruptly with the war. After World War II, the sugar industry vanished almost overnight. What remained were physical traces and stories passed down through generations. Matsue's grandson is a frequent visitor to Saipan, retracing the footsteps of a grandfather he knew mostly through stories. He first met his grandfather at the age of 8, and at that time in post-war Japan, it was about survival.
I was 8, only 8 years old, kids. I have never had sushi because in Japan it's very poor era. Right? Now sushi is very, we can eat sushi everywhere, but at that time, no sushi in Japan, even in Japan.
Those are different times.
Different times.
Yeah.
These days, former plantation areas and historic sites are now often overtaken by jungle, others absorbed into modern Saipan. This past weekend, the Marianas hosted the first ever Railroad Journey Run, an 81-kilometer adventure that blended past and present with a distinct nod to the Sugar King and his legacy. For Matsue's family, the visit is not just about reclaiming the past, but also understanding it and respecting it. Today, Saipan's sugar fields are gone, but the legacy of the Sugar King and the era he helped shape continue to echo across the island, and Matsue still has a prime position overlooking Sugar King Park in Garapan.
I have to come here. My duty. It's my duty. My grandfather ordered, you have to come here. So my statue is standing.
Thanks, Sakura. Veterans. The Veterans Affairs Pacific Islands Healthcare System is hosting a 2-day community call and PACT Act registration event. Avail yourselves of help, assistance in PACT Act registration, health screenings, vaccines, VA ID cards, claim services, and more. It's this Friday from 12 noon until 4 p.m. and this Saturday from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. at the Multipurpose Center along Beach Road in Susupe. Now, the science of robotics has always catered to the human imagination. From 4th century BC drawings of automatons in ancient Greece to the cinematic science fictions, drone warring in a quickly approaching future, we have always been curious about mechanical independence. In the mid-15th century, Leonardo da Vinci, when not painting the Mona Lisa or drawing the Vitruvian Man, was busy tinkering with the art and science of robotics. He created his own gear-driven automaton, seen here. This is how da Vinci enjoyed his free time. On Saturday morning in Saipan, when no one usually wants to ever enter school grounds, the cafeteria at Garapan Elementary was packed with both humans and the robots they've created. Asap Mar Ogamuro, PSS Robotics.
We are launching a robotics clinic to help support our schools get into robotic activities. This robotic activity is under the VEX program, and basically students build robots. They design, plan, build, drive, and code robots to perform various types of tasks.
The day's tasks revolve around game playing.
So we've been piloting the VEX robotics for, I think, about 3 years now. Okay. And because of the student interest, we decided to open it to middle school and elementary. So this clinic is going to help teams and advisors get an idea of how to unbox, how to build, how to code, and how to play the game, and how to work together as a team in this activity.
Students from all Saipan schools are welcomed. Maximo and Vicente go to Cagman High School.
So today we're doing here for the VEX Robotics Showcase with specifically V5, which is the high school. So with our game known as Pushback, it's mostly about blocks and about putting them into goals, long or short goals. So yeah, it's basically just what I would say fast-paced, and I would also call it a kind of chaotic game with up to 88 blocks in the game.
They've created 3 iterations of this game with a year devoted to development.
For me, it was just something I did for fun, honestly, because I had nothing to do when I came back from over in the States, and it was actually pretty fun so far.
Their robot, named Banky, has a 4-motor drive with a flapper intake to ram with.
You would do this if you want to be, if you want to go into the engineering, or you want to build, you want to learn how to code. Modern day, you actually need to learn how to code, at least have some type of thinking of engineering. So I would say is go for it, take that as your passion.
Angela and Kamori.
So today we're gonna be showing what we've been building for the last few Saturdays. The robots we've been working on is called a clawbot. It's supposed to be able to pick up and put and stack some of the things we have over here, the elements.
It's actually a program, and we joined it so we could figure out how to build and code.
We have students today that has never played with these programs. They already have robots that are coded and performing tasks. So it's mind-blowing to see how these kids can just jump right into it.
Enzo and Keo go to William S. Rejas Elementary.
So we're going to do robotics, and we're going to show other kids how robots work and how it works in the real-life world. Kind of hard, kind of easy.
Along with the quickly developing science of artificial intelligence, rogue robots are said to possibly be positioning themselves to take control of the planet. Will these be the students capable of stemming the tide?
I actually don't know.
Coming up, recovery and hope discussed on Your Humanities Half-Hour, and Pacific Cool meets the warm tropical tarmac in everyone's favorite segment, Welcome to Saipan. Next, don't.
This year, Docomo Pacific didn't slow down, we stepped up. We increased internet download speeds twice and upload speeds once for every customer automatically at no extra cost. We opened a new call center in Saipan, creating over 30 local jobs because we believe in the sinamay and the strength of our people. We launched digital cable TV in Tinian, bringing affordable entertainment built for the community. We completed major network investments, including a new monopole in Rhoda and one in Saipan at Capitol Hill, delivering stronger, faster, and more reliable connections. We hardened our network to stay connected during storms and power outages. This is Tomorrow's Islands Today. Docomo Pacific. Faster connections, more value, built for the sinamay.
Hafaday, Zantiro. I'm Leo Pangilinan with the Northern Marianas Humanities Council. We'd like to take a moment to thank our generous sponsors who have made possible the many programs in our community like this show. We couldn't have done it without them. And if you value the work we do and would like to make a contribution to our efforts, we ask that you consider making an in-kind or cash contribution to the Northern Marianas Humanities Council. Any amount is appreciated, and donations of up to $5,000 qualify for an educational tax credit. We appreciate your partnership and support. Sidhus Maasi, Olomai, and thank you.
When family comes to visit, send them to family. Marianas Trekking, Saipan's original adventure crew, trusted by locals for 25 years. We'll keep them busy. Go-karts, ATVs, buggies, even grotto snorkeling. You? Well, you get your living room back. Or better yet, you can come too. Marianas Trekking, 25 years. Local, trusted, family. Send your family to family. We'll take it from here.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
But I think of you sometime. Want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us.
Welcome back. You are watching the Wednesday night edition of the Channel 2 News. It's still January in 2026, and with the winter months, most of the world is freezing cold. But in the CNMI, not so much. With the seasonal winter breezes, we like to think of this season as Pacific cool. Welcome to Saipan.
Me and the boys, we got this special spot. It's where the breeze is cool and the girls are hot. We go down with our shorts, our shades, and our scots because Stagger Beach is the spot.
Arriving from Guam and on his way home to Tinian, Rich Hofschneider from the band Pacific Cool is bringing some cool to Saipan.
Yeah, just for work. Playing a band down there, and then I live on Tinian, so kind of here for a stopover. Yeah.
Rich has been playing guitar and singing for over 20 years. He gigged in Guam.
It's good. It's good. You know, they really love the Chamorro music down there, the island vibes. So.
Rich says that he is not the only cool Pacific artist around.
Plenty. Joe Garrido, Joe Guam. There's a lot. Mixed Plate. Yeah, plenty. And then of course the pioneers, J.D. Crutch, Johnny Sablon, those guys. So.
And overall, besides your performance, how was your trip?
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, accommodations were great. Hospitality was, top notch. Oh yeah, half a day, and thank you for the interview. And look forward to my stay here in Saipan. We'll be here for the rest of the day, and then we'll fly to Tinian and visit the family. Okay, thank you.
There are other very cool spots on this earth, some so cool they are downright frigid. Hello, Mongolia. Welcome to warm. Welcome to Saipan.
I'm Irdine. My name is Bayirma. I used to live here, so I come back returning, visiting. So then she's visiting me.
Maybe we just want to like sightsee, eat.
Snorkeling's beautiful here.
Yeah, checking out the main area, right?
I think Saipan is the most beautiful island I ever seen, I think, in my life.
Sometimes warm is just another word for cool.
I want to add something. So right now it's really cold over like in my country, right? I think people would be fascinated to see like nice, warm, tropical, right? Beautiful weather, yeah. Yeah, fresh air.
It's not crowded here.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a very private island.
Private, yeah.
Leah Wei is from Guangzhou, China, but now lives in Saipan. She had a few vacation days in Guam.
Saipan simple. I like Saipan better. Yeah, the water more beautiful. Yeah, I like here. Yeah, here very nice. I love Saipan so much.
Say, come on down, we'll have a barbecue. Weekend holiday, it's up to you. Come on, no.
So yes, it is warm in the CNMI, but it is also simple and beautiful and oh so very cool. Pacific cool. Welcome to Saipan. Saipan resident Richard Pierce talks about hope and recovery on this week's Humanities Half-Hour with Catherine Perry. Host Catherine Perry sits down with Richard Pierce, who, among many other things, serves as a volunteer special assistant for the Drugs and Substance Abuse 12-step facility at the Hope Recovery Center.
Well, I was pretty bad off. In fact, I can honestly say I was a mess when I came to Saipan in 1980. And it took me about 5 years before I got to what's commonly referred to as the end of the rope or the bottom. And I did something, I asked for help. And then I began to learn from others that had experienced the same thing that I was going through, how to get better.
Why are second chances important? Why not?
Because I think that people have the capacity to change if and only if they're willing to do that. And if they can be open-minded and honest with others that know about this problem. I mean, really, there's nothing, I don't want to quote things, but there's nothing more therapeutic for a person that has the problem than to talk to someone else that has that problem also.
See more of Mr. Pierce's adventures in recovery and beyond on your Humanities Half-Hour with Catherine Perry tomorrow night, Thursday at 7 p.m., and again on repeat Saturday evening at 7 p.m., right here on KSPN2. Coming up in the arts, an international bestseller advises to always keep a pencil handy. Next.
Your search for unbeatable internet speeds is over. Visit Docomo Pacific today and sign up for as low as $60 a month so you can experience our fast, reliable internet speeds for yourself. Docomo Pacific, better together.
This year, it's not about resolutions, it's about results. Gold's Gym is launching the 2026 Transformation Challenge, a 12-week total transformation. Professional guidance, real accountability, measurable results. Exclusive group training, member-only perks, and a community pushing you forward. And it leads to big rewards, $1,000 cash and a free year at Gold's Gym. Registration open now and the challenge starts January 19th. Gold's Gym 2026, the Transformation Challenge. Put in the work, own the change. Gold's Gym, Garapan.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventures calling from Guam. Guam Adventures at Leo Palace has a perfect mix of thrills and sightseeing this holiday season. Check out our off-road adventure where the trails splash, spin, and roar. And for our NMI residents, after you ride, cool off with a free water park pass at Leo Palace Resort and enjoy 20% off lunch because adventure works up an appetite. So whether it's a weekend escape or a layover to remember, make it count with Guam Adventures. Book now and turn your trip into a thrill. And yes, we'll even pick you up. Book now at GuamAdventures.com.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas, arts fans! It's not every day that a character who literally writes literary characters arrives on Saipan's shores. New York Times best-selling novelist Marc Cameron was spotted, like any Alaskan in the tropics, thrilling to a Mai Tai on Micro Beach. He then agreed to be interviewed about his career, his process, and more. Author Marc Cameron's Arliss Cutter series has been roiling in the chaotic whirlpool of Hollywood development.
They say that Hollywood is the place you can die of encouragement. So I'm hoping, but you know, I write books for a living, not screenplays.
I asked, what is your approach to writing a book, a thriller? Do you write visually, cinematically?
I write with what's called an over-the-shoulder, not first person, but an over-the-shoulder point of view. So whoever point of view person, whether it's Jericho or Arliss or the bad guys, you should be seeing the world through that person's eyes on every page. So the vernacular changes, and that allows me to, keep things speed. I don't have to. Everything that's going on. It's almost like writing first person, but it's not. I can skip back and forth.
Mr. Cameron is here on the CNMI doing research for more than one writing project. He spent time on Tinian with another prolific writer, historian Don Farrell.
What is your routine? How do you do it?
So I think the biggest thing that I could give to people is to not be afraid to write cruddy writing. I always tell new writers, you can fix bad writing. You can't fix a blank page. And so you really have to get the words out on paper and then come back, and the rewriting is where the magic happens. So I allow myself to write cruddy stuff and just plow through and get the work done. So my literary agent, Robin Rue for Writer's House, just a wonderful, wonderful woman. She reminds me all the time that the best muse is a mortgage payment. So you gotta write, but in chair.
Mr. Cameron, now a resident of Alaska, planted the seeds of his writing career while working for law enforcement in Texas. They say, write what you know. Case in point.
I started in police work when I was very young, like 21, barely old enough to buy my own bullets. I was a police officer, uniformed police officer, a detective. I was a mounted police officer, rode a horse for a couple of years. That's what I was doing when I got hired by the Marshal Service. I got hired by the Marshals in '91 and worked for them until 2012 when I
retired to write full time, but I was writing short story for Boys Life, writing for Saturday Evening Post, writing westerns under the name Marc Henry, and then started writing these Jericho Quinn novels. And when I turned 50, I was able to retire, an early retirement from the federal government, and keep my benefits, and just got contracts to go ahead and kind of step sideways and make the same amount of money, and kept writing, but been very fortunate.
To grow as a writer, he says, continue to read.
And I read with a pencil, which I recommend to anyone that wants to write or really learn. I think I read and write in the margins. My grandmother did that and taught me early on to read with a pencil. And so I studied writing from the time I was a kid. And I mean, I would like nothing more than to come back to, and I've told my friends here, and I meet new friends every day, but I've told them that I plan to come back. Don't know when yet, but I would like nothing more than to come back and lead some writing groups. I do that quite a bit in Bush, Alaska with Native youth out there, and this will be a fun thing. So when I do come back, I'll definitely hit some folks up and maybe get some people writing their own stories.
You can discover more Marc Cameron online at marccameronbooks.com.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight will be cloudy with a 20% chance of isolated showers, mild east breezes, and low temperatures of around 79 degrees. Tomorrow, Thursday, will be wetter with a 40% chance of isolated rainfall. East winds will be gusting at up to 20 miles per hour with high temperatures of around 87 degrees in the day and cooling to around 79 degrees in the evening hours. The sun has set at 6:09 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:47 a.m. The perfect time to start writing that novel you kept wanting to write. You know, the one about the race-walking turtle who walked so slowly that his description of the sand near Sugar Dock was so long and so boring. Never mind. And I will see you in the water or on the land. Well, that is news, arts, and weather, CNMI. We will see you again on Friday.